Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility on this Wednesday. New review day here on the channel each and every week. Today, we're going to take a look at a reissue of a very cool album from 2004. 20 years later, we get the reissue of Fused by Tony Iommi and Glenn Hughes. Also just called Iommi, right? But of course, this is the pairing of Tony Iommi from Black Sabbath and Glenn Hughes, formerly of Black Sabbath, formerly of Deep Purple, of course, solo artist, Black Country Communion, Dead Daisies, Gary Moore, so many other things. He's, worked John Norum. I mean, Glenn has worked with everybody, right? And this would be the second time, actually third time, that these two guys have gotten together. Of course, the first was on the Black Sabbath album 7 Star. Then they did the Depth Sessions, right? And then, of course, we have the Iommi album Fused. So let's take a look at this reissue. It's not a remaster, not a remix, nothing. It's just a reissue with 3 bonus tracks recorded during the sessions. Of course, as you see, Tony Iommi guitar, Kenny Aronoff on drums, Glenn Hughes vocals and bass, and Bob Marlette keyboards and a little bass as well. There are the two right there. Circa 2004. And here we got the booklet. So for those of you saying, well, I bought that back in the day, Pete. Do I really need this? Well, I thought the same thing. But then I heard from a few trusted sources that the 3 bonus tracks are bangers as well. And probably should have always been on the original album and probably just as good as a lot of the stuff on the album. I was like, all right, I'm sold. 3 tracks. Let's do it. So what do you have on this album? I'm not going to go too in-depth because most folks probably know this album already. But you got the great Dopamine, which is the kickoff track. Terrific, terrific banger of a song. Wasted Again. Real doomy. Basically, what you get on this album is not all that different than what you'd expect from these two guys. 7 Star, bluesy, heavy rock and doom. That's it, right? So it sounds very Sabbathy, but it also has a very strong feel of Glenn Hughes' heavier solo output, right? So you put the two of them together, this is the kind of stuff they do. I would like to hear more, to be honest with you. I've been saying for years that this was 20 years ago. Come on, Glenn. Come on, Tony. Do another freaking album already. It's like Tony's not doing anything. So if there's not going to be any Black Sabbath anymore, which I totally get, and you really don't want to tour, just do an album. I'm sure these guys are buddies. They talk all the time. Do another record together. Anyway, back to this one. Savior of the Real is great. I love Revolution song, which kind of at points in this album, there's like a Zeppelin thing going on, like a heavy Zeppelin thing. I love it. Grace is very cool, very, very melodic. Then you have Deep Inside a Shell, What You're Living For, Face Your Fear. The Spell is terrific as well. But man, my favorite song on this entire album is the epic final track, which is almost 10 minutes long. I Go Insane. So good. It starts off, it's kind of like a ballad type of thing, and then, man, it just kicks into gear right around the middle of the song. It has this whole heavy, crazy breakdown, right? And then it comes back, it gets heavy again, but still really melodic. Glenn is singing up a storm. You got great solo from Iommi. So good. I Go Insane is absolutely terrific, worth the price of admission, but the rest of it's really good. Then, of course, you got bonus tracks, 3 bonus tracks. You got Slip Away, which is really good. Nice and heavy, crunchy, fits right in with everything else. Let It Down Easy, that's, again, kind of return to a little bit more of that kind of mystical, mysterious, kind of Zeppelin influence, but still heavy. And then The Innocents probably is my least favorite of the 3. It starts out kind of mellow, it's melodic and everything, but then it's got a heavier section towards the end, which I think is cool, and it kind of finishes out really nice. So overall, totally worth it for the 3 bonus tracks if you're a big enough fan. If you're not, if you bought this album back in the day and you like it, don't visit all that often, then maybe you don't have to worry about it. But if you are a big fan and you've just been dying for additional material from these two guys together, you have to have this. So it was great back then. It's still great now. Fused from Iommi and Hughes. Excellent. Do I need to, 4.5 out of 5 star easily. So good. I always love when these guys get together because I think Glenn's vocals work so well with that heavy, doomy, slightly bluesy guitar from Iommi. It's like a match made in heaven. So good. So guys, if you're watching, we want more music from you. This is like a tease. So and they also reissued the Depth Sessions as well, which doesn't have any bonus stuff, but still, if you never had it back then, it's both of them have been out of print. That's why they reissued these. But this is totally worth getting because you do get the bonus tracks on there. So very cool stuff. Thanks for watching. I'm Pete Pardo. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, our Cameo page, and the Sea of Tranquility membership options. Thank you in advance for everybody who supports us there. Greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you soon here with more stuff. Riffs everywhere, great vocals, Fused. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.